It's your boy Crypto Millie back with another one. So we got our close that we were looking for yesterday. Let me pull up the Bitcoin price here. You can see we're starting that next week above our white line. And we got it. We got the close above the white line, and now we're starting our next week above it, which in my opinion is bullish, right? My opinion is bullish. Now, many would say on the weekly that Bitcoin is overbought, and I agree. But it doesn't mean when Bitcoin becomes overbought, we just shoot down, right? Normally, we hang out here from anywhere from 2 to 5 bars, sometimes even longer, depending on the strength of the market when we're talking about risk on assets, the environment of risk on assets, which I would argue when you look at the global M2 exploding and the fact that President Trump agrees to delay 50% tariffs on EU until July 9th. Speaking of that, I actually want to head over to my crypto page, guys. Make sure you go follow me, Altcoin Millie. I think I had one of my guys comment on one of the posts that I made about Trump and his 10 years so far in office. Actually, let me see if I can actually find it right here, guys, from my boy. All right, this is the post that I made, right? I said, U.S. stock market's future surge as President Trump announces delay in 50% EU tariffs from June 1st to July 9th. Markets react, but is this strategic? Some call it the Trump pump. Others say it's a classic negotiation move. What do you think? I had my boy Crypto Playground actually comment here. He's like, call a spade a spade. The only thing he has followed through on is the Gulf of Mexico. Retail needs to be safe to enter risk on assets. Trump is a liability to this, not an asset. He says that's his opinion. And then 1800 Rider responds, giving them time to get it together and come grovel at his feet like he wants everybody to do. And then we also had Mike respond here to crypto Mike. If you in the council, you know why I'm tripping. Crypto Mike, okay. He's literally laying the groundwork for this bull run explosion in crypto. Have you forgotten already the disaster under Biden and the SEC? So a little bit of a debate there, guys. Let me know how you feel about the the situation, right? Do you believe that Trump is delivering? Are you a little bit frustrated how Trump's tenure has been? Not to cause any type of tension between the community, but love to hear you guys' opinion. I'm not going to give my opinion. I want to hear you guys' opinion. Timeout, subnet 10 here being posted by Jolly Great. All right, so let's get into the market, because we are seeing the market react. And today is a holiday, so banks are closed. I wouldn't put too much stock into this market. We need to see how the stock market officially opens up on Tuesday. And now we're kind of cooling off on those expectations that we are supposedly supposed to get a Fed cut sometime in July. So those expectations are cooling off, and now the market is looking to so what happened was the market was attempting to this last week just passed. The market was attempting to price in the June 1st tariffs, and then Trump walked back and said, well, June 9th. So in my opinion, the market can be bullish for another week, which I said this in my last video. I didn't know that news was going to come out, but I just anticipating us getting the close above the local top, which puts us in price discovery. So now what we have here is just an opportunity to push back that correction that could have happened next week, right? So now I'm expecting the correction to happen the first week of June as the market prices in that tariff on July 9th. But we know that we cannot trust the news, because every time we try to put some type of stock in the news, Trump walks back the things that he say. And that's why you get comments like Mike Crypto Playground posted on the X, right? I'm very embedded into Tao's ecosystem, guys. I've been dropping subnets in the Patreon and also exclusively in the council. So people who've asking for subnets, I'm only dropping them right now as exclusive content until the market becomes stronger. When I say the market becomes stronger, we start to see some type of interest in the market, because even though the Bitcoin price is going up and we're seeing a little bit of movement from altcoins, a lot of people would still argue, Millie, we're bearish. You can see here the interest over time is just capitulating. In fact, Bitcoin price is up, but the crypto interest is going down. Guys, what's wrong with crypto? Is crypto broken? Why is Bitcoin above 100K? Why is Bitcoin above all-time highs? But we're just not getting the interest? I would challenge everybody in the comments. Would love to know you guys' opinion on that. Are we one step closer to a altcoin season? Well, we got to set the stage for what we need for an altcoin season. We need QT to end, right? We need the Fed to end QT. Outside of that, we need retail. We do need retail liquidity. It's all fun, the fact that we're hanging out here at all-time highs and, you know, it feels good, but there's no interest. You're like, oh, this has to be bullish. Well, in order for us to have that altcoin season that everybody wants, we need retail. Retail has to come back to crypto. What is going to be that catalyst that brings retail back to crypto? We'll just have to see. Will it be Ethereum, ETH exploding past 3K? Will it be Solana exploding to 300? I mean, what is going to be that catalyst that we need for retail to feel comfortable? Crypto Rand dropped a very, very crazy Wall Street cheat sheet here, and he put the months by it. Now, right now, we're in May, right? And he's expecting an explosion from June to July, which would put us in the in a bearish Q4. Now, there's two models going out here, right? There's a model that says, hey, we correct somewhere in June and July, and then we explode in Q4. But then there's models that say we're just going to explode up here June and July, which fits the narrative and thesis from a TA perspective. The fact that Bitcoin is now back above all-time highs and in price discovery leads us to believe that we can have an explosion in the near future and a correction in Q4. So this is why it's important. This is why it's important to really, really have a strategy. A strategy if we go full nuclear, but also a strategy if we do lose momentum and have a trend change, right? This video is not about per se to tell you, oh, go buy crypto, go do this. Guys, I've been dropping watch lists for you guys, right? I've been dropping subnets to pay. If you watch my videos from the beginning to the end, I drop little plays here and there for you guys. I don't shill them, right? But I drop little plays in my Patreon. I've been showing you guys the exact research that I've been doing, coins that I have been starting to research. But that doesn't mean you need to have 30 fucking coins in your portfolio. That does not mean that, right? You can find 5 good coins in the most solid narratives and make a lot of money in cryptocurrency. Make a lot of money in cryptocurrency. The problem was, the problem with crypto is that everybody thinks they have a voice, right? I see this a lot. I see a lot of people talking on certain things in cryptocurrency, and me being experienced, I already know they don't know what the fuck they talking about, right? I see it all the time. I see it all the time. It doesn't matter if it's in my group, if it's in other groups. I see it all the time. I see people start like giving their opinion on crypto, but not having, but not truly understand. It's kind of like watching basketball, right? And you give an opinion on basketball, but you don't know what you're watching. I see that a lot in crypto. A lot of people just run with a narrative that usually is regurgitated from something they heard from somebody else, instead of actually doing the research and back testing this shit yourself. Y'all got to stop doing that, man. Y'all got to actually go out here and do the research and stop, like, soon as somebody say something, oh, their road is gold. Hell no, they were to go. Even if I say something, go back test it. It does not matter who it is, right? I take pride in doing thorough research. Take pride in that. Some of y'all gotta start doing more research before you even start talking about crypto, because I'll be listening like, what are you talking about? I mean, it just takes experience though, right? So I don't digest information from everybody. I don't digest information. I'm a little bit, when you look at the heliocentric model and the sun is in the middle, right? Some people in crypto is like Pluto. I'm like Venus. You know what I mean? Not even Venus, excuse me. I don't even know how to say that. I'm like Mercury, the Earth, right? I'm a little bit closer to the sun, to the inside, than some of the people who talk about crypto when they out there in Pluto. So my thing is, right, in order for you, this is just my opinion, right? How I look at it, right? I digest information from people that's embedded in crypto 16 hours a day. If you're not in crypto all day long, it's hard for me to digest information from you, because I'm in crypto all day long. Like, I'm at my screen all day long. So you're going to always have early movers advantage if you have skin in the game, but also if you're locked the fuck in, right? So You could get your information however you want to get your information. I'm just telling you how I personally look at it and how this has helped me across my landscape and my career of being in cryptocurrency. So like, be aware of some of the things people say in crypto, man. Like, really, really think about some of the things people say, listen to it, digest it, and then, you know, go over it and kind of like create your own thesis, right? You know, just I'm sorry I had to say that, man, because people be saying some wild shit, bro. I'm telling you, like, people be thinking they know what they talk about crypto, and they have no clue, absolutely no clue. But it's cool. Somebody probably was watching my video 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was like, "What the hell is this dude talking about?" I understand now. I get it. Now I get it. But I'm a little bit more experienced than some people, so my perspective is a little bit different. Again, we just need the market to hold above our local top. Enter price discovery in QT to end. We need the Fed to end the QT. We don't need to head into QE, but we really need to end QT, right? And as long as we can keep that VIX below 20, right? What did it close yesterday? Risk on assets should be cool. But understand, you know, the market itself can the market itself can do whatever, you know, the news can come out and everything could change like at the snap of a finger. So yeah, we need the VIX to kind of cool off. The VIX was kind of raging back up, right? When Trump, you know, every time Trump talks about he's about to implement some type of tariffs, the VIX rises. But as soon as he says he's cooling off the tariffs, the VIX cools back off. So hopefully this VIX can cool back off, get below 20. If the VIX can get back below 20, that's an optimal environment for risk on assets like crypto and stocks do well. And just make sure you're holding some good things that you have been seeing performing throughout the market. Let me refresh that. Pay attention to the strength. Virtuals has been really strong, and there's a few other mid caps. And you don't have to go really micro caps just yet, but there's a few mid caps that have some really, really good charts. I shared some of them in the higher tiers of the Patreon. I'm also embedded in the Tau ecosystem. Right now, I really like subnet 10 and subnet 96 flock.io, but every subnet is high risk. My biggest holding is Gradient's subnet 56. I'm not going to share anything else about the subnets, guys. Go check out the exclusive content on the Patreon. But I'm really, really, really deep into the Tau ecosystem. I love the big data protocol like Jasmy and Constellation. Big fan of AI. I think anything in AI that's actually been building and showing strength will reward you if we get into an altcoin season. And then you got stuff like DPIN and RWA. RWA is probably going to be a very, very strong narrative. I wouldn't be surprised if RWA is actually, I'm starting to, yeah. I'm not surprised at all. You can see that the TVL here is rising, but specifically the TVL is going absolutely crazy. So pay attention to some of those RWA plays, right? There's a few that's actually doing pretty good. I know a lot of people are talking about Peak as a DPIN RWA. You got Parcel. You got stuff like RWAX. I can keep going on, right? I don't want to get too, you know, but it's some pretty good RWA plays. Again, you see, I don't really actually show you guys the tokens because I want you guys to go out there, listen to what I'm saying, and go confirm this and do some of your own research. So let me know what you think about the current crypto market, right? Trump pushed the tariffs back to the 9th for the EU. Let me know what you think about that. And how you think the market will open up tomorrow, man. Is this week about to be green? And yeah, all the things that I talked about inside the video, make sure you leave a comment and engage with the video, guys. I'm gonna see you the next one. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'm out.